Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's TechBat, and welcome back to this dramatic reign of order and chaos by Tatsuo, Chapter 34, Negotiations. As Discord reached the ponies and dragon, closely followed by the rest of the princes, he saw that only some of the artifacts remained, while Twilight and the others had their elements back. Huh, he mused as he floated before them all. This was unexpected. Well, this victory is yours, and I won't fight it. Donning sunglasses, he made a target appear over his stomach. You may fire when ready. Actually, Twilight spoke up carefully, we've kind of sort of decided that maybe we shouldn't. She chuckled nervously. Discord blinked in surprise. Wait, but you've won. You aren't surrendering, are you? No, Luna corrected. We are negotiating. Oh, I see. Discord mused as he conjured a table for them to sit around, complete with platters of cheese and crackers with glasses that endlessly filled with chocolate milk, from cotton candy clouds that floated over them, twisty straws leading from the glasses to the pony's and dragon's mouth. He chuckled at how the three fillies and the dragon immediately started slurping up the tasty treat. Hey! Pinkie snapped angrily. She pointed at her own glass. Aren't you forgetting something? Confused, Discord glanced over at Saraguine, hoping for a clue. Chuckling, Saraguine pulled out a bowl and scooped a dollop of whipped cream onto the top of Pinkie's glass. Thanks, Saggy! Pinkie beamed, leaning over to give Saraguine a kiss on the cheek before she started slurping up her cheese and crackers through her swirly straw before chomping down on her chocolate milk. How much did she absorb from you? Discord demanded from Saraguine curiously. In real time or distilled time? Saraguine asked curiously. Pinkie's casual disregard for standard physics aside, Celestia interrupted. We do have negotiations to focus on. Unless you've got some cupcakes to throw? Pinkie asked Saraguine eagerly. Saraguine started to respond, then noticed a glower from Discord. Perhaps after the significantly important situation we're in the middle of is resolved, he promised. Okie dokie dokie! Pinkie beamed up at him, her tail wagging eagerly. So, you were saying about negotiations? Discord asked Celestia firmly. Celestia nodded. Simply put, when taking what you've done in Equestria since your time in Erebus as the start of a blank slate, well, simply put, on the scale you seem to be used to, it isn't anything worthy of an imprisonment sentence. Especially not when you can clean it up with a snap of your talons, Spike added. So we are hoping to establish a set of terms you will be willing to agree to so that you can roam free in Equestria without excessively disturbing it to the point we should have to act as we did in our first encounter, Luna explained. Discord rubbed his chin thoughtfully. Let me see if I've got this straight. You don't find my games by their nature to be incompatible with the world you've built, so you want to agree to a set of ground rules for all future games. And if those can be agreed upon, I can play as many games as I want within Equestria without fear of elemental retribution. That about sums it up, Applejack confirmed. Well, I see no problem with that, Discord agreed warmly, settling down in his chair. A game's no fun without clear rules. So what do you have in mind? For starters, how about the rules you laid down for these games? Sweetbell suggested. No permanent physical or emotional harm to the players, and always a chance to win? That seems like a good basis, Discord agreed, jotting down the rules on a sheet of paper. And don't involve anybody who can't take it, Applejack spoke up. My granny ain't as young as she used to be, and I doubt she'd handle being thrown into the sort of thing y'all can make happen on a whim, especially not if you drop it on her as a surprise. What about a caveat that he may provide temporary restoration of past physical or mental capacities to handle the games if the player agrees? Kalagas filed offer. To take your example, your granny is too old to handle the games, But what if she agrees to temporarily regain her youth for the game? Then can she be involved? Well, shoot, I don't see no problem with that. As long as it fits those first two rules, Applejack allowed. Perhaps a blanket term of games agreed upon before games are initiated, even if initiated at a later date ruling, Jollygrass suggested. That ought to cover all such situations. The ponies glanced around at each other, then nodded. And I think we should also lay down that no one who isn't of their majority can be allowed to wager anything on the outcome of these games. Oh, absolutely, Disc agreed. Last thing I want to do is get a kid hurt for my antics. He wrote down what was being discussed. Anything else? Clean up afterwards, Rarity insisted. It's only polite not to leave a mess behind after playing a game. 9. Discord added that, then looked up to hear any other submissions. Everyone gathered around the table glanced back and forth. Pinky shot her hoof into the air. Ow! Ow! Free passage for us back and forth between Equestria and the realms of Oblivion. I want to be able to see Saggy whenever I want. I have no objections to that. Discord chuckled dryly as Sarah actually blushed at the look Pinky shot his way. Just tell me where to install the realm gates and I'll zip them into place. He finished writing down the rules. He showed them to Celestia and Luna. Are these terms acceptable? Celestia and Luna glanced over the rules. Indubitably, Luna confirmed. If we'd had this back when we first met, we never had to lock you up in stone the first time around, Celestia observed dryly. Discord clapped his mismatched hands together. Then these games are officially concluded with total victory for all involved, he declared proudly. Now, we've come to some issues that arose during the games. Snapping his challenge, he conjured a sheaf of paper and a pair of reading glasses. First off, Twilight Sparkle. Huh? Twilight asked in surprise, jerking her head out of Moria's card catalog. You issued a challenge to Humerius Mora for your trial, Discord observed. What was the exact wording of the challenge? I challenged him for the realm and his card catalog, Twilight responded nervously. Why? So, not for his throne? Discord clarified. Why would I want his throne? Twilight demanded crossly. I barely have enough time in my day to read, study, and spend time with my friends, as is without having to be a princess too. I've seen how little free time Princess Celestia gets. She failed to notice Celestia and Luna exchanging uncomfortable glances. Discord turned a grin towards Humerius Mora. Well, good news for you. You're still the Daedric Prince of Knowledge. However, as far as your realm is concerned, she's in charge now. So I have all the administrative headaches of being a Daedric Prince, while she gets all the privileges, Humerius Mora clarified. That is the meaning of her terms of the challenge, Discord teased playfully. Curse you, Twilight Sparkle! Humerius Mora roared angrily, making the three fillies giggle. And now we've come to Rainbow Dash, Discord continued. I'm afraid your situation is much more black and white. You killed Hermes Dragon in his own realm with his own weapon during a challenge fight between the two. The mantle of Daedric Prince of Destruction is now yours. Rainbow said nothing, simply staring at Discord for a while before going back to clutching Skulu as tightly as the filly would allow, which was only limited by her capacity to breathe. Discord coughed uncomfortably, tugging at a shirt collar he conjured specifically to tug at. Now, there's a matter of you being both an equestrian citizen and an elemental bearer, and the fact that these might come in conflict with being a Daedric prince. I'm afraid Daedric matters must take priority over being a citizen of Equestria, but element matters take priority over Daedric matters. At least, unless and until you designate a proxy from Erebus to stand in for you when you can't make it. Yeah, whatever, Discord grunted, plainly not wanting to think about any of this for a while. Oh, you know, so more now. Discord said quickly, covering most of it with a cough. What's that? Discord demanded, lifting her head. Oh, Nothing important, Discord deflected. Not for a few decades, anyway. Well, if that's all the important business, Celestia began as she got to her host, I believe it's time for us to go home. There's a lot of paperwork waiting, if nothing else. And that is another one in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. That was weird because I haven't done some of these character voices in a while. I mean, other than Jerry Gorath, and it's like, who sounds like what again? I don't remember. So I was just trying to keep it so you could tell who's who. Oh, man. That was an interesting chapter because I feel that really shows, one, both Tatsuo's strength as a writer. He is fantastic at bringing different elements in. And you look at it and go, yeah, that kind of went. Discord's not the problem. It's, does Discord have a reason to listen? That's how it always was in the show. He never had a reason to be like that. And major kudos to you, Tatsuo. Again, this story is almost complete. I actually have one chapter left to read for you guys, and then Order and Chaos is in the books. Or web pages, or... oh, you know what I mean. Hopefully I'll be able to get that one. I should be able to get that one out for you guys this week, and then I'll have a wrap-up, and then we'll be moving on to the next one. In the meantime, folks, my name's TechBan. I wish you all good luck, good hunting, and safe travels. I'll see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen.